The service provided by the city's wastewater treatment facility is one you probably don't often think about, but is essential to our daily lives. Any water that goes down the drain travels through 330 miles of sanitary sewer piping that runs from our homes and businesses to the facility. Once here, a complicated process of several steps will remove and eliminate contaminants before returning it back to the water cycle. The dedicated staff of this facility oversees the treatment of more than 7 million gallons of wastewater each day. Here's how it works. The first stop is at the headworks. This initial stage reduces the level of pollutants. Screens and automated rakes strain out floatable materials such as flushable wipes, unground food, and other materials that make their way down a drain or toilet. This process is costly, time-consuming, and avoidable. Really, only 3 things should be flushed down the toilet: urine, fecal matter, and toilet paper. Things that shouldn't be flushed include tissues, paper towels, unused pharmaceuticals and medications, feminine products, condoms, and flushable wipes. That last one is a big problem because of its misleading name. And when it comes to the kitchen sink, keep fats, oils, and grease from going down the drain. Such items can cause sewage blockages and equipment breakdowns, which can disrupt service and cost the taxpayers of our community to fix. The material that is collected is washed, compacted, and placed in a roll-off container. Grit in the wastewater is also separated and collected for disposal at the sanitary landfill. The wastewater is then lifted up by pumps to continue its journey through the plant. Next stop is the primary treatment phase. Primary clarifiers use gravity to complete this critical step. As the wastewater slowly circles the clarifiers, heavier solids settle at the bottom, while lighter materials like oils and grease rise to the top. The settled material is pumped to the anaerobic digester for further treatment. Any floating material is also collected and pumped to the digester. The water then moves to the aeration basins for biological treatment. This provides an environment for microorganisms to thrive, which in turn removes organic matter from the wastewater. Blower equipment compresses and pushes air to the aeration tanks to support the organisms. These naturally occurring organisms take up the dissolved carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus, making this process both cost-effective and efficient. Step 4 is the secondary treatment in clarifiers, which separates the biomass produced during the biological phase from the treated water. Much of the settled material is recycled back into the aeration basins. The clear water flows over the troughs and on to the disinfection stage. UV disinfection uses ultraviolet radiation to inactivate any organisms that were not collected in secondary clarification. From here, the water is considered effluent and can be discharged back into the Iowa River. Approximately 10% of the total daily flow is reused in the plant for cleaning and other process requirements. During the growing season, around 1 million gallons a year of the effluent water is used to irrigate the adjacent Kicker Soccer Park. The process isn't over yet, though. The material from the primary clarifiers and the wasted liquid from the secondary clarifiers are used in the digestion phase. These anaerobic digesters decompose the materials by biological digestion, which creates methane, biosolids, and water. All of these resources are put to good use. The methane is captured and reused to heat the digesters and several plant buildings. The water is recycled back into the process, while the biosolids are sent to the next phase, sludge processing. This process takes the liquid biosolids and dewaters them. The resulting sludge is stored to be used for land application on local farm fields. We hope you've enjoyed this virtual tour of this state-of-the-art facility. Along with learning what not to flush, you now know how much time and effort goes into treating wastewater. So the next time you're running water, remember what you can do to help keep our wastewater system flowing smoothly.